About Waymo. And first, Eric, I want you to give us a quick update on what's happening with Anthony Lewandowski.
Real quick, Uber basically sent a letter to Lewandowski saying, you have to testify in our civil suit, even though you're pleading the Fifth Amendment, or we'll fire you. And that's not that big of a surprise. They need to show that they want him to testify in their defense.
This is an ongoing huge court battle with Waymo over self-driving cars. And Roger, you think that this is a really big deal.
I think it's a huge deal. And the reason I think it's a huge deal is that I think self-driving cars are further out than the conventional wisdom, and as a consequence will not come soon enough to save Uber, and they're much better off taking the money they would invest in it and buying cars from some other company that makes them. And just as in China, where the great move was to get 10% of Didi, which is the biggest Chinese ride-sharing company, and then exit the market, saving billions of dollars, I think exiting self-driving cars will be a profoundly positive thing if and when Uber chooses to do it.
But they already have self-driving cars on the road that they're testing out.
No, yes, so what? I mean, the path to self-driving cars that can actually be the core of the fleet is still maybe a decade or 15 years away. And you know, I don't know how long it's going to take, but we have to change the way roads work. We have to change the way cities work. And none of that groundwork's been laid.
And I mean, they have two humans in the front seat. It's all these edge cases, you know, how they get to no drivers where they actually change the economics of the business. And I agree, the distance is out. I'd say the Uber defense is just that they need this story of someday there will be self-driving, there's growth there. They definitely internally, they think they need to make the human driver's business profitable, a moneymaker. But the idea is that self-driving gives them this lift story that at some point we're going to have this new line of business that's even better, and you should keep investing on that.
But it also causes the risk of bankruptcy to go from non-existent to very material. And, you know, again, I have no crystal ball here, but I'm looking at this and I'm going, I think they're nuts. I think at the beginning they should have bought cars. They should have spec'd a car that was literally the same for everybody. Like, if you think about Southwest Airlines, every car is, or every plane is exactly the same. They should have done this like a server, spec'd it, bid them for 50% under the cost it would be in the consumer market, put them on the streets with keyless entry, give the drivers the key, and own the car, own the insurance, do all that stuff. That would have been my recommendation. They chose not to do that. They chose to do self-driving instead. I don't think self-driving is the answer. And I agree, it's going to be hard for the valuation when they exit that, but that's better than going broke.
All right, well,